This is my first deal of 2024. It is now January and I just closed on the first income producing property. Well, hoping to be an income producing property for this year using the Diamond Wealth real estate system. So I want to go over in real time how I analyze this deal quick and how I'm able to do it while maintaining my accounting and tax business and mainly sitting right here behind the desk. Now this deal, this house was actually listed on the MLS for $280,000 and it was in my box. Now what does that mean? I go over it in great detail. You have to know your area where you want to invest in. Well, I know it. My market is Phoenix, specific pocket in Phoenix, and I am exclusively there, 90%. I go in this pocket in South Phoenix. So this one, what I liked about this house was a 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. It's quite large, 1,460 square feet. No HOA, big yard, nice RV gate. Also, it has 2-year-old AC, 2-year-old roof, and newer windows. I think there was only 1 or 2 broken, which is great. Now, how did I find this deal? Actually, I didn't even see it on the MLS. I saw it from a wholesaler. So what happened is the second it listed on the MLS, wholesaler number 1 got it under contract. Blasted it to the list, unsuccessful, so then wholesaler number 2 grabs it from wholesaler number 1 and tries to go on their list. Didn't work out. So I actually saw it from wholesaler number 3 on their list. So the biggest asset you can have as a wholesaler is how good is your buyer's list. Because we both, if you're a wholesaler and I'm a wholesaler, and we both have an amazing deal, but the deal is only as good if you have the ability to move it, to actually sell it. So I actually am on everyone's list, but for whatever reason, I didn't see 1 or 2 and I went with 3, which is fine. By the time I got it, my purchase price from this wholesaler here was $241,000, which is amazing. The wholesalers did all the hard work of negotiating with the seller from $280 to bring the price down $39,000 of savings. I don't even know if I want, first of all, I don't even want to do all that negotiating, beating him up to take it. So I'm very happy to take it at $241. The combined assignment fees that I paid on this one was just $6,000, which is amazing. I get to sit here, analyze deals, and get them. So $6,000. Typically, I wouldn't even care how much the assignment fee is because you should look at the deal, not the assignment fee. If they had it at $40,000, they'll be making $200, whatever. It doesn't matter. Look at the deal, not the assignment. But I'm just illustrating how much they're making. And I have no desires to be a wholesaler. It's a full-blown operation. It's actually a lot of work if you're going to run it as a real business. So I got it and I closed on it. They got $6,000. It's a beautiful house. You can see the pictures on this side. It's great. Now, what is the higher level analytics look like? And I'm able to do this really quick. Well, off the cuff, I know that I want to take probably a loan, $260 on it. That's my loan. I'm going to get a little cash back using the Diamond Wealth. There's 7 ways you can make money in real estate. 7 different ways. That's the magic one. You get paid on the front end. And then you're going to go through the rehab. Now the rehab on this, I don't think it's going to be more than $40,000 to $45,000, which would make my out-of-pocket expenses between $30,000 and $35,000 out of pocket on the front end. Not bad at all. Now, what would this asset be worth when I'm done? Well, I'll do a follow-up video to see how close we get. But my guess, based on my past performance and I'm taking those assumptions, knowing the market, and using this for this. This should be between $350,000 and $370,000. So we're able to maximize our return on equity on day one. Return on equity. We're able to minimize our out-of-pocket expenses day one. And then we're going to have cash on cash. What cash on cash is, when you rent this place, now my guess, this will rent, I'm just going to be somewhat conservative. Let's just call it $27.50 a month. Rent. It's going to be a really nice product. This is going to be the gross rent. What is the cash on cash going to look like? On a 260 loan at 7%, which is very reasonable in today's market. Rates have been going down, but 7% seems to be decent. You're looking, I'm a little bit off, but I think it's $17.50 or so is the interest-only payment. Now you're gonna have a good product, so I'm not gonna put any vacancy repairs because we just fixed it. So I'm taking them out of the equation, and I'll put $250 for tax and insurance. Total holding cost, $2,000. What does that do to our cash flow? Well, this one is gonna bring in, should bring in, we'll find out. It does have a post-possession, meaning the sellers get to live in the house for another 2 weeks. It was part of the deal, which I'm okay with. So we'll start it a little bit later. We'll start it next month, but we'll see what the numbers look like. So $750, which is $9,000 a month. Now, when you take the $9,000 a month cash flow and divide it in, call it $35,000, your cash on cash return, you could be pushing 26% cash on cash, which is crazy. So you're making 26%, which you can't make anywhere. Then you're gonna have your equity. You don't have any principal paid out on this one if you're assuming interest only. We'll see how it plays out. But then you have all the other ways of making money. If the asset is $350 to $370, imagine in 2 years, let's say the market goes up 5% a year, and I hold it for 2 years. Now 10% of the top, you could be looking at $35,000 to $37,000 of additional equity by doing absolutely nothing except holding the asset. So this is a great hedge to my firm. It is my preference to buy residential, income-producing, cash-flowing assets, and I believe the Diamond Wealth Real Estate System, it is the best way to do it.